we consider the climatic clemency of the southern coastal states of America, we must of necessity also consider the Gulf Stream. I beg your pardon. The Gulf Stream flows through the narrow strait between Florida and
Oh, isn't it good?
the Bahamas and Florida. It flows at nearly 6 miles an hour. 6 mph. And although it strains one's credulity, it carries 1,000 times as much water as...
Right, fire at will.
Was that rain?
1,000 times as much water as what, sir?
As the Mississippi. Do attend, Eversley. Now, it is judged that 90,000 million tons of water, just think of that, 90,000 million tons.
Heavy artillery, Eric. Double me. Now, a big bit of elastic to fire it with. Here, Sharon, can we...
No! Here, you can use the elastic for my old gym knickers.
Ready? Aim. Ceasefire, there's privet edges. Oh, what a noise.
Tons of water. Hello, Hedges. What are you doing here?
Maffy King's relieved, Smithy. My turn to be shot at.
Oh, God. You know, another few minutes and I should have dozed right off. What you got there?
This? Oh, well, it's for helping with the football coaching.
Football coaching?
Yes, go on, get those 3/4 moving now.
Oh, I see. I thought it was a dance's cap for a moment.
What, for this lot? They're not that intelligent.
What a cruel thing to say about your own little class.
No, you mean my own little branch of the Mafia, Craven. Right. Now, this period, we work on our form project.
Oh, no, not that bleeding library again.
The school library, yes, Duffy. I don't know, I thought you'd be interested in a practical project. Well, surely it's more interested in dealing in pure theory all the time.
Still work, ain't it?
You'll be giving the school a library. All you've given it so far is a bad name. You've done the cataloguing and you've built the shelves. Is that worth anything to you?
Yeah, about 10 and 6 an hour. Yeah.
Yes, but you're responsible yourselves in the evenings.
Sweaty labour, that's what we are. Yeah.
The day I see you sweat at any labour, Abbott, I'll have the school bell rung in your honour. Right. Now, come on, girls, carry on with the cataloguing. The rest of you... Well, come on, you've got the plans. Sharon, are these yours?
Isn't it marvellous? The minute knickers come up, everyone starts picking on me. They're mine, sir.
Right, well, put them on, will you? Put them on. Right. Come on, girls, on with the cataloguing. The boys, the rest of you, get the books packed and get the shelves finished. Well, come on, Dunstable, you're a boy.
No, because I don't like hammering and holding nails in my mouth.
Well, that's what professional carpenters do.
No, I swallowed one yesterday.
Well, look, you tell Duffy that you are #1 spirit level man today.
Eh?
You know, the thing with a bubble in it.
Oh, yeah! Eric! Eric!
Good book, Sharon.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, catalogue it, don't read it. Male anatomy, I might have known.
Page 33.
Right, Mr. Potter, you've come about putting a PowerPoint in the library?
Yes, I have. And for your information, Miss Ewell has dragged me off my toilets to do it.
Literally?
Yes. And I don't like junior masters going over my head to the headmaster.
Quite frankly, Mr. Potter, I'm beginning to feel I go over your head most of the time.
Exactly. You caught on at last, haven't you? Now, look, if you just said to me in the first place, now, look, Mr. Potter, if you'd be so kind, when you have a moment spare, as to put in a PowerPoint for me, I'd have said yes, gladly.
No, you wouldn't.
No, because you'd have said it in a sarcastic manner, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I wonder if you'd mind giving me a hand with the tape recorder. Make yourself useful. Come on.
I am the schoolkeeper, not a native bearer.
Excuse me, Mr. Potter.
Well, this is splendid, splendid. I'm lost in admiration for your efforts.
Are you really lost, Headmaster?
Yes, Duffy, I am. Dunstable. Well, now you know. Really, this library is a testament to the newfound team spirit in 5C. It's a sort of,
Team spirit, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. How does this little bubble get in here?
Oh, what an inquiring mind, and what an intelligent question. I'll tell you. I don't know.
Never mind, then.
Well, I'll write your question down, Dunstable, and let you have the answer as soon as I get it. Now, can I give you chaps a hand?
Oh, you could get hold of this bit of wood for me, sir, while I bang in the old nail.
Oh, of course, Dunstable, of course.
Duffy.
Duffy?
Ah, monsieur, have you come to tell me that the hooter is going for the tea break? My word, Doris, isn't this exciting?
Yes. One hopes, of course, that it won't be another 9 days' wonder. What I really came to see you about, Headmaster, is the meeting with 2 of the school governors, which I've arranged on your behalf.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, boys, I must dash.
For tomorrow.
Oh, yes, but I must dash now. I've got 4B to take in comparative religion.
3A, surely, Headmaster.
Bolshevik.
You jumped-off little
More
dick.
willing hands.
Ah, headmaster. Oh, yes, well, just doing what I can to assist in my own humble little way, you know.
And so willingly, too. You know, I almost had to ban Potter from the library for fear of overtiring himself.
That's typical of my strong left arm.
I suppose it comes from his army experiences as a desert mouse.
Rat.
Right.
I think perhaps we'd better leave this happy band of brothers to carry on, Headmaster.
Yes, quite. Well, Hedges, fee-fi-fo-fum. Giant strides, Hedges. Giant strides.
One of your funniest little anecdotes, Headmaster. Right. Where do you want me to put this?
I'd like you to put it right in the corner over there, if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Potter.
Tape recorder?
Oh, I ain't saying nothing, then.
I ought to have one in the classroom in that case.
So what you doing up here, then?
Well, we've got a book library. I thought we'd start a tape library as well. You know, music, plays, sound effects.
Grunt. That's the pig, that is.
I suppose the music will be on Manta Bleeding Varney and that classical moody.
Well, not necessarily. We can have anything you want. Jazz, pop, jerk, twist, wrench, hernia.
I reckon we ought to get some of Hitler's speeches with all them drums and everyone shouting, Sing high! Sing high!
And I fought for you.
I think you lost, Potter. Now, I wonder if you'd mind putting in the PowerPoint for me.
Oh, how very kind of you to have noticed that I'm still here, Mr. Edge.
Well, it's very kind of you to wait, Mr. Potter. I thought just there. All right.
No. No, them books are in the way.
Well, if you moved them, they wouldn't be, would they?
They're educational. I'm administrative, sir.
Right. Duffy, you're more or less educational, aren't you? Yeah. Better move the books, will you?
All right.
Book.
Pardon?
Granted.
Well, if you just pass me my electrical installation and equipment, I'll get on with it.
Well, I couldn't touch your tool bag, Potter. I'm not administrative. I'll have the National Union of Teachers Act. Come on, lads, off you go. Oh, Duffy, I want you to work out a library duty roster for 5C.
You mean you were serious about us stopping after school to open this blooming mausoleum?
Yes, it's your responsibility. It's an extension of your project.
Well, I think it's a dead liberty.
You'll have us bringing our camp beds in and sleeping here next.
I'll tell you one thing. If your hooligans are staying on after school to run this library, I declaim all responsibility.
Right. Give me the keys to the room, then.
What? One of my keys? Off my key ring?
Well, stay and supervise, then.
This is the first time that this key and myself have been parted since it was cut.
It's only a key, Potter. It's not your child.
Oh, wait till the other little children hear this, eh? Our own little key for our own little library, you know.
Oh, come on, Potter. Cheer up.
No. Leave me alone.
Look, I know we've done nothing but row ever since I've been at Flynn Street, but I'm really not trying to undermine your authority. I just want to give these kids some sort of responsibility.
You might just as well give them a 25-pounder to play with. What, that lot here after school? It'll be El Alamein all over again.
Yeah, well, I don't care what Privet said. I ain't doing no library duty, and that's flat. And when Frankie Abbott says he ain't going to do something, nobody makes him.
Privet!
Where?
Anyway, it'll ruin my social life. Take this fella I'm going out with.
Well, that sales representative with the sports car and the flared nostrils.
Yeah. Well, if he comes round my house one night and my mum says, no, right, she's doing the school library, he'll find out I'm a schoolgirl.
Well, don't he know then?
No. I told him I was an air hostess.
I can't stay. If I get in late, my dad'll pay me, and he always does.
Rotten bully. I reckon he only takes it out on Den because he always loses the fights outside the pub himself.
Me, a bleeding librarian. How can I ever show me face down Vic's McCambo Club again?
Oh, I think you're all missing the point. I mean, Privet's trusting us, isn't he? He give us a free hand. Don't that mean nothing to you lot?
Come on. Good night, children. Good night. And so, to the weary labourer comes his rest, eh? Good night, children.
Mr. Hedges, on your way to supervise the gala opening of the school library,
Not me, Miss Yule. 5C are doing the supervising.
then on your head be it.
Well, that's just the point. I'm leaving them to it.
Then good night, Mr. Hedges.
I thought you was going home.
Yes, I am.
Well, you should know which way the door is by now. You've been in this bloody snake pit a month.
Well, I thought I'd drop £0.5.
Oh, where, boy, where? Ah, you bloody liar.
Anyway, what are you still doing here? You usually have a pub at this time of night with a pint in one hand and a barmaid in the other.
Well, I can't help it if my innate nobility keeps rising above the level of common man.
You mean you want to be up front if anything goes wrong with the library?
Well, if you didn't suspect something was going to go wrong, what are you doing hanging about here?
I am going home. When you wait, all you doubting Thomases tomorrow will be hoist by your own petards, if you'll pardon the mixed metaphor. I'm giving these kids something they don't see too much of, Price. Trust.
And that's how you'll end up. Trust. And yours. Go on, I can do with that drink now.
No, actually, there was
I know, you've left something behind in the library. Come on.
You old Welsh druid.
Get out of it, Webster! Bloody sauce, bursting in our library like that.
Typical 5B, that is. Trunky crowd, they are.
Yeah, I mean, we built a thing, didn't we? Yeah. Only fair we should be the first to avail ourselves of the facilities. So let's have an avail.
I see, Price. Well, don't. If I'm teaching at Fen Street, I want my name kept secret.
Is that another of your jokes?
I don't make any jokes.
What?
What's twisting your braces then, boyo?
Well, I thought this new library was to open last night.
Oh, so it was.
Yes, but when young Khan of 3A went along, he found the door locked.
Well, you know, 5C, they probably did a 2-minute opening, then they shut off home.
No, they were in there. You see, young Khan, he's a very persistent lad.
Oh, I seek by name and seek by nature, is he?
Oh, that's very good. I like that one. Anyway, he knocked repeatedly, and eventually the door was flung open, his little turban was pulled over his eyes, and he was told to go and get knitted.
Knotted.
Knotted? Maybe. Still, what do you make of it, Price?
Well, it's obvious. 5C made the library, and they are keeping it in the family.
Poor Hedges. I did hope his form would respond to the stimulus he gave them.
Stimulus? That bunch ought to be put to bloody sleep, man. But Hedges, he couldn't stimulate a rabbit.
Morning. Doing the register for me, Mr. Potter?
You can't sidetrack me, you know.
Oh, don't start so early. I haven't had my sedative yet.
You are going to get a complaint from Miss Fairbrother of the Evening Institute.
Well, I'll keep away from her till she's better.
I hate those sort of remarks.
Well, say what you mean for a change.
All right, I will. Miss Fairbrother is going to complain about the noise coming from your library.
Well, it couldn't have been my kids. They'd have locked up and gone home by 6:30.
On paper, maybe. In fact, 9:30.
Well, it's just over-exuberance. It's like a new toy to them.
Toy, my Aunt Fanny. If you ask me, they were having a right old rave up there.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I've got unreputable evidence.
What, a couple of toffee papers on the floor?
No, half a ton of empty beer bottles in my dustbin.
Yeah, well, perhaps the Evening Institute ladies are secret drinkers.
They only drink tea, because my Ruby makes it. And what about the smell of the smoke of tobacco fumes coming from the library this morning, eh?
All right, so they had the odd fag.
The odd fag? The old Flying Scot never puffed up as much smoke as that. Probably not plain tobacco either, you know. Aye. I bet you they were smoking that Carnaby rubbish.
Cannabis! They're not that stupid.
All right, then, all right. What about that thumping and banging that was going on, eh? Miss Lovibond was holding her dancing class under the library, and she got ceiling plaster all over her veleta.
All right, you've made your point. Well, look, do me a favour. Don't say anything about
I've already said. I've told Monsieur.
Well, thanks, mate.
Ah, Mr. Hedges.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to cleaning the headmaster's car.
Well, Mr. Hedges?
I know. You told me.
Oh, I'm not gloating. I'm just considering the appropriate steps I should take.
Well, let me deal with them.
I meant the appropriate steps with you.
Oh, well.
On the other hand, I can't construe your desire to trust your form as reprehensible.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Just silly and immature.
Well, not anymore. They've aged me. I'm fed up with my martyred belief in this class. Well, tonight, they burn.
Look, let's keep it down a bit tonight, eh? When the evening institute starts, we don't want the old bag knocking on the door again.
She couldn't have reported us, could she? Because no one's given us a rocking today. Oh, Privet's been as good as gold all day.
Oh, bless him, he's such a trusting soul.
Thank God.
Sir's coming, quick-eyed.
What are we going to do in here? Disguise ourselves as books?
I'm going home. Get back in your pram and call it, Frankie. We're doing our library duty, aren't we?
May I come in for a moment?
Hello, Chief. What a book.
No, thanks, Duffy. I just popped in to... Just popped in to see if you've got everything organised.
Oh, yes, we have. Only we ain't got no bottles yet.
Bottles?
Bottles? Yeah, you know, ink bottles. For writing on the cards.
Oh, I see. Just for a moment there, I thought you were talking about, beer bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Beer bottles.
It's funny, you seem to have more staff than customers at the moment.
You can never tell. There might be a rush later on.
Yes, quite probably. Well, that's all splendid. I leave you all to carry on with tonight's Festival of the Arts. Good night.
Good night, Chief. It's like taking candy off a baby, isn't it, eh?
I'm beginning to feel a bit rotten.
Oh, forget it, Moore. Come on, have a dance. Music, maestro, please.
This is Mr. Hedges. If you yobs aren't out of here within 5 seconds, I'll take the elastic out of Maureen's knickers and throttle a lot of you.
Oh, cool. We've been rumbled.
Good night, children. See you in the morning. I am not generally in favour of corporal punishment, but last night I came close to indulging myself. However, since then I have had time to think, and this morning, caning does not seem to be the answer. Mass executions are more in order.
Oh, look.
Shut up!
At least you have achieved the impossible. You have actually lowered the reputation of this form.
No, you may not be excused. You will sit and wriggle if necessary. And listen. The fault, of course, is mine.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. I made the mistake of believing that if you were given trust, you would respond to it. And you did respond, like the shifty, dishonest layabouts that you are.
Who's he calling a layabout?
You!
I mean, we was only having a giggle.
You don't even understand what I'm trying to say, do you? Your having a giggle was exactly what the rest of the school expected you to do. And you didn't disappoint them, did you? Everybody, that is, except me, Bernard Muggins. And to think I was a big enough idiot to defend you. Don't cry, Maureen. And sniffling won't help either. Well, not anymore. From now on, if anybody tells me that someone is set light to a first former, I will just take it for granted it was one of you. That's all I've got to say. The next time I shall be seeing you is the third period this afternoon, which, as far as I'm concerned, is several years too soon.
I'm going to confession tonight.
I've never seen him that angry. All his nose went white.
Yeah, well, he never frightened me.
What are you trembling for, then?
I always do that when I come close to laying someone out.
Great pudding. Oh, come on, we've had rappings before. This ain't a bleeding funeral. Yeah, it was a typical teacher snide trick, wasn't it? He's trying to make us feel guilty.
Well, I do.
Oh,
So do I.
so do I. It's what gets up my nose.
Even when he was annoyed to give me his clean hanky.
It's his fault. He shouldn't have been a big enough Burke to trust us.
But he did.
Oh, shut up.
Your Edges, is that why you gave young Emmett and my form 500 lines last period?
Yes, what of it?
Nothing. I applauded. He said the little brat. I can't remember what lines he got to write.
The mastication of glutinous substances is an obnoxious habit and should be castigated at every opportunity.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's almost bardic. What does it mean, Boyle?
Don't chew gum when you're reading Ode to a Nightingale.
You know something, Boyo? If you keep this lovely sadistic streak going, we'll make a teacher of you yet. Come on, let's go and have a school dinner. That'll keep you in the right mood.
No, thanks. There are enough ugly things in this school without having to face school cooks.
Well, I wouldn't go up the pub if I were you. In your spare frame of mind, you'll never come back.
No, I'm going into the library to read a beautiful book about beautiful people. Something like Dante's Inferno. Little bastards!
Yach, how dwriaeth. Looks as if the London West Pat's been having a loose maul in here.
Much worse. 5C. Well, that's it. Blood is going to be spilled, Price.
Use this, boy.
No, thanks. There aren't enough nails in it.
This way, Doris.
The headmaster.
Oh, Doris Rotten, you well, I'm off.
Oh, Hedges, I was just looking for you. Now, will you tell Duffy that I'm desperately sorry, but nobody seems to know about his bubbles?
Should I know about this bubble, sir?
Oh, no, you shouldn't. But the point is, Duffy wanted to know about the bubbles in a spirit level. Well, now, that's item one. Item two... couldn't we go in and chat?
No!
Why not?
Why not? Right, why not? Because the walls... still a bit wet.
What are you talking about?
No, understood, old man, understood. Then item two... what was item two, Doris?
The governor's, headmaster.
Oh, yes, of course. Hedges, I'm having the governors for lunch.
I do hope you enjoy them, sir.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I shall. They're very pleasant. But the point is, after lunch, I'm bringing them along so that you can show them the library.
Is that all you have to say?
Oh, I think he's a little overwhelmed, aren't you, Hedges?
Yes, I'm ever so overwhelmed.
Well, now, we mustn't keep the big brass waiting. Hedges, do you think your, what's-its will be, dry in about an hour's time?
Well, I put a 4 to 7 hour slow drying gloss, but I'll blow on them or something.
Ah, splendid. Come along then, Doris.
An hour. Well, that's 60 minutes. That's 3,600 seconds. That's impossible. Oh, hell.
Yeah, that's our library you're smashing up.
I'm smashing up? You did the smashing, you and your thugs masquerading as children.
We never.
Well, who's responsible for this lot then, Mace?
I don't know, but I'm going to bloody well find out.
You come back here and apologise.
Do you mind not shouting in my face?
Potter, thank goodness.
Aye, aye. Typical, yeah. That's what you get through knocking national service on the end.
Yes. Look, anything you say, Potter, only get your tool bag and help me. I've got the school governors coming in an hour's time.
Do you know what time it is now?
Yes, that's the whole point.
It is 1300 hours, which is my lunch break, and no little jumped-up know-all like you is going to keep me from my Ruby's hot pop.
She'll keep it warm for you, I'm sure she will.
You do it. Yeah, well, I dare say there's something I could do.
Oh, thanks, Potter. I'll never call you another nasty name.
Oh. Right. Yes, my PowerPoint's all right. Good afternoon, Mr. Edwards.
Fascist!
You know it was Webster who smashed up the library, Eric.
Stands to reason, then. Now, which form is like the Viet Cong offence street?
Us.
No, 5B. And who'd I sling out the library the other night? Old O.G. Webster himself. It's revenge, isn't it?
You should have let me at his throat, Eric. I'd have ripped open his jaguar vein.
You've been reading your Tarzan comics again, haven't you?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, shut up.
Next time I pray for the whole school, I'm going to leave Webster out of it. Let Mr. Edges down like that.
Edges nothing. What about us? If there's any smashing up to be done, we'll do it ourselves. Like smashing up Webster when he gets here. He ain't just going to walk through that door, is he, Eric? He knows if he comes in, he gets a knuckle sandwich. Oh, but he will. It's just a question of if you go fishing, you use the right bait. Sharon. Exactly. Stump.
You're even frightened to come in, Graham. Just forget it.
No, I'm not frightened.
Well, it's just that you do biology, and I thought you'd know. It's ever so painful. I wondered if you'd have a look.
Right. Hello, me old Graham. You cat! Naughty Graham. Now, we have reason to believe that you and your lot smashed up our library, Graham. We ain't in any rush for you to own up. You've got 10 seconds. I never! Looks like a touch of the old head down my left, Pen Peter.
Legs, I pull the chain.
All right, Graham Webster. Own up or I'll push this hat pin right through your eyeball.
I did it!
You'd have done it, really, would you, Mom? Of course I wouldn't. I feel quite sick at the thought of it. I don't know what got into me.
I do, sir.
Hold him, Peter. OK, Webster, baby, talk. Talk fast.
What are you doing?
I'm using the old FBI technique to get him to own up, ain't I?
He just has. Anyway, Joe Friday, your bulb's gone.
I'll go sick. And that's it. I'll have a nervous breakdown.
Here's your guilty party. Webster and his mob from 5B. Green jealous they was, that's why they smashed it up.
Is this true, Webster?
Yes, sir. Get in. Get in!
All right, Duffy, release the backhammer. Right, Webster and fellow 5B mobsters. I don't know how long it took you to smash this place up, but you've got exactly 45 minutes to put it together again.
That's the hammer. Give him a time limit.
We've already got one. The governors are coming in then.
Stone me!
And we was going to say sorry and all, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Get in there.
Here, sir. Here's another 5B I rounded up.
Ah, but she's from 1A.
Well, she could be one of their moles, couldn't she?
Who's she supposed to be? Bonnie Parker? All right, dear, sorry. Off you go.
Oh, me thyroid! Get on with it. Chief, this is going to take some time. Here, do you think you can hold the governors up for a bit when they get here?
Right. Yeah, look, I'll go and have my nervous breakdown in the corridor.
All right, come on, get on with it.
Eric, you? I think I'll have a lie down.
You lie down, Eric. You won't get up because you'll be 6 feet under. Now, get on.
part of it all was that Mark Antony was lurking in the background, so Caesar said, on with the game and play up Pompey.
Oh, headmaster, you rascal.
Well, now we come to the Napoleon brandy, as it were, of the luncheon. The new library.
I really think we should hurry, sir, you know, we should...
Potter, stop interfering with the headmaster.
Oh, no, it's quite all right now. There's an example of this new team spirit that I'm trying to inculcate at Fenn Street. Here is an executive who is interested, excited about our seeing the new library.
Oh, I am indeed, sir, yes, extremely, sir. Would you please...
thank you. And here is the most excited of them all, our Mr. Hedges, who is responsible for the library.
Oh, how do you do, Hedges?
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
How do you do, sir? How do you do, sir?
Is everything ready, Mr. Hedges?
Well, of course you are.
Pardon?
Off we go then.
Yes, thank
Good
you.
Lord.
Don't point at Mr. Harvey.
It is Mr. Harvey, isn't it? I thought it was. Fancy meeting you here after all these years.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry, I don't...
No, you wouldn't. No, it was my uncle that knew you.
Oh, I see. From where?
Don't you remember? It was when you were in, what's the name of the place? It was, abroad somewhere?
Oh, Nairobi.
Nairobi! Yes, that's the place, yes.
I wasn't actually in Nairobi, of course.
No, not actually in Nairobi. No, it was just...
Outside?
Just outside, yes, just outside.
It's almost like Stanley and Livingstone, isn't it?
This uncle of yours, what's his name?
Well, he was always talking about a very good friend of yours, but his name, I can't remember. I'm terrible with names.
Oh, Hillier, you mean?
That's the chap, Hillier, yes.
Afraid we lost touch.
Oh.
How is Hillier these days?
How is Hillier? He's,
Nasty business out there, wasn't it?
Shocking.
Why, what happened to Mr. Hillier?
Well...
yes. He lost, he got, really, Mr. Harvey's story, he was out there.
Well, what happened to Mr. Hillier, Mr. Harvey?
Oh, poor chap got mauled.
Mauled? Yes.
In a game reserve. By a lion.
Tiger. Lion. Yes, it was a lion. He's fine now, though.
Must limp.
Apart from the limp, he's fine, yes. Yes, lives in Sutton somewhere, I believe.
Extraordinary coincidence, so do I.
Coalfield, down the M1.
Was Mr. Hillier badly mauled?
Well, he had scars all...
Oh, yes, poor chap.
Hello, sir.
Right. Well, I mustn't take any more of your time, sir. I wondered if you'd like to have a look at the library.
Oh, thank you.
Would you follow me, please, sir? Sir, sir. Allow me to open the doors for you.
Well, now, here are some of Mr. Hedges' willing lieutenants.
I must say this is all very impressive, very impressive. What are you doing, young man?
I'm cross-referencing the author subject index, sir.
And I'm
Annotating.
annotating, sir.
Very good, very good. My word, I could do with you two in my bank.
And here's our little bubble boy. Hello.
And what are you reading, Abbott?
Flowers and trees of the British countryside.
Very good, Cromwell, very good. I don't see many borrowers.
Hedges?
Duffy? Oh, there'll be flooding in any minute.
Yes. Of course there will. There'll be flooding in any minute. Any minute now. How did you work this one, Duffy?
All right, then, Knob, what's he going to be? Fag all for me or kiss up with Sharon?
Sharon. Come here then. God, bit of a come down from an air hostess, isn't it?
Well done, Hedges, first class. But what is the tape recorder for?
Well, I'm starting a tape library, sir.
Oh, what a splendid idea. What's on here?
This is Mr. Hedges. If you yobs aren't out of here within 5 seconds, I'll take the elastic out of Maureen's knickers knickers and throttle a lot of you.